side. They're like cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as you can see here, Adam's ditched his whole old hot side. So the hybrid manifold, the eBay turbo, and the 38mm gate. Ditched it all. Bought himself a 6-boost and Kinugawa GDX 3076.
Yep.
And the 6-boost came with a 50 mil Turbo Smart V-Band Pro Gate.
Yeah, it's the light, so it's like the smaller one. To fit in smaller places, which is gold.
So Adam's here just sort of doing a bit of welding. He stole a TIG off some poor bloke. And he's just making up his dump pipe and a few other things.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So anyway, as you can see here, now with this added cost, this car's probably up to around 16k.
Nah, it's not that much. Fucking hell. Not a chance.
Nah, but he's planning on selling all that to recoup some of his losses.
Yeah, basically everything I'm not using I'll be selling. But yeah. So yeah, made all the lines up, they're all ready to go, pretty much. Glue on there. Then this will be fucking...
So it's very tight down there on the steering shaft. The dump goes one side and the screamer goes the other. I mean the
plumb back pipe.
The plumb back
yeah.
wastegate goes the other side.
Yes, yeah.
sorry.
Plumb back pipe.
Plumb back. Oh, oosh. But yeah, I don't know, guys. Sorry about not sort of keeping up with the cost of this car. It's sort of just starting to get a bit out of hand.
Yeah, too long, and it was like a budget build at the start, but then I was like, oh, I'm gonna use a standalone. Oh, I'm gonna use a fucking single turbo. Oh, and then I was like,
Adam did Adam things. Now this car's way out of hand.
I got too carried away, and I was like, I'll just keep it and street register it, and yeah, so it's not a budget build anymore.
Oh yeah, 6-boost. Spinning.
Six.
Expensive boy.
But I didn't buy the manifold new.
And Adam didn't get a deal on the 6-boost. He did buy it second hand. Sorry, we probably should mention that. He didn't buy a brand new 6-boost.
Nah.
You got a deal with all the stuff.
Yeah.
He's also got heat shields to go over all this, so that'll be cool.
It is here, but it doesn't quite fit anymore because the wastegate's in a different position. So I gotta like trim this down so it fits sort of there. But that does go on sort of something like that sort of thing.
Nope.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Alright, sorry guys for this video being like half phone, half camera, but it is what it is. Anyway, yeah, it's now Sunday the 11th of August, so I went drifting on the 9th. As you guys would have seen in that video, I just decided to wing drifting, and I was meant to be working today, and I didn't end up working today, so damn, I'm glad I went drifting, because I would have been pissed off if I decided not to go drifting because of work, and then I didn't get to work today anyway. So anyway, there's a bit of tribute for you. But right now we're at Adam's place. 1JZ Cressida time.
Yes.
So pretty much Adam has been at the point where he sort of wants to hit the key and try and start this thing. But he didn't want to because he doesn't have a laptop because he's a bum and he repels technology. He's living in 1991.
Fucking hell, that's a good year. 90s, all 90s, sick.
So yeah, he doesn't have a laptop and he didn't want to start it without the ECU screen up so he could see what the ECU is doing when he hits the key, which is very understandable. So I ended up having today off work, so I obviously have a laptop and the means to connect to a Microtech ECU. So Adam would like to connect to the ECU and try and start this thing. So we figured, although the content on this build's sort of been dropping a bit towards the end of the build because I haven't been around very much and Adam's just been working real slow at it. But yeah, we figured we should definitely get footage of first startup. Yeah. Or maybe not first startup, but hopefully first startup.
Yeah, we'll see, hopefully. Be nice.
Would be nice.
No, yeah, there's no cooler piping or anything, so it won't be boosting. It'll just be starting.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be. I wouldn't really be boosting until you know what the tune is anyway.
Yeah.
So apparently this ECU does have a tune on it for this engine, but we don't know what it is, who did it, what it's for. But anyway, either way, it'll be good enough for startup. Should still start and run, that should be fine. Cool beans.
Session beans.
I think Liam's gonna come around
Oh,
soon, at some point.
True.
Have you set up that oil gauge? So Adam doesn't have any oil pressure things, but went and found this out the back of his shed.
Yeah, that was just the shit one that came out of that block.
Yep.
And that's the one that'll be going in.
Yeah, so it is actually a capillary one.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I got another one here that I just found like heaps of old shit just out there.
Yep.
So hopefully we should be able to get some sort of reading from at least one of these sort of things.
Nice.
I tried to put bricks under the wheels. Is that working? I got a compressor, right?
Yes, look good. Have you got a rag?
Yes, I have a rag.
May I please borrow a rag?
Rag.
That one down there.
Yeah. God damn. Oh heck.
Also, Adam has here finished his dump pipe.
Yeah.
And it looks all fabricaty and weldy and...
Yeah. So I had to modify this because it was in the wrong spot, so I cut and re-welded that and just, yeah, got it HPC coated, made the dump pipe. It's only just pointing at both of the screamer and the dump is just pointing at the floor for now.
Yep.
Just because I'm not done yet.
Alright, so while Adam takes out the plugs and coil packs, then we're going to just crank it over and see if any oil comes out of this oil pressure hole thing where we plan on putting the capillary gauge for oil pressure for startup. So while he's doing that, I'm just going to shoot home and hang out my washing that I have on. Welsh kink. Who's the goodest boy, Toby? So Adam's just still having that issue with the fuel pump relay ticking and making everything tick. So at the moment he's just bypassed the relay and actually put the pump on a switch, just for the purpose of this startup. I'm just connecting up the ECU now, and Adam has just taken out all the plugs and coil packs so that he could just crank it over without any compression, and basically just same thing as always, just make sure nothing's failing or doing anything funny, and yeah, hopefully be all dandy. Oop. What the hell is going on here? Oh, ECU's not on. That would be why. Need the ECU on. Onk.
Is the ECU onk now?
Much better. Much better.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Cool.
So the other thing we've done is on the capillary gauge, I've just left the gauge off the end of the little tubey thing, just so that when he cranks it, I can just see if actually oil's going to come out of this or not, which it should do. So.
Okay. You ready, mate?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, mate. Crank her up. Kick her in the gut.
Nothing?
Nope. It's building pressure.
You think it is?
Yeah, just obviously not enough to actually pump oil out of it.
I'll turn it over again for a bit longer.
Oh, we got oil.
Hey!
Oosh. Good work. Actually, I got oil in the engine bay because I wasn't expecting it.
Oh, you dog!
You want to chuck us that gauge?
Sure.
Oh, we've got some oil. Great success.
Pressure?
40 pound.
Oh,
Heaps of pressure, bro.
heaps of pressure.
Stuck her in the fucking oil pressure, mate. There's heaps of space in there.
Cheers. Okay.
Oosh. Pressure. Shout out KFC.
Fucking no. Glop, 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 glop. Eat it up, sir.
Kick her in the guts, mate.
Give her the beans.
Give her the berries. Very cool. Nice. So as you can see, we've got good oil pressure. Sort of pretty much let the filter and cooler fill up. And then just re-topped it up with oil, so got plenty of oil in it now, so pretty much ready to
Go.
whack her all back together and
Yeah.
see if she do a bang bang.
I can't remember if I gap these plugs, and I don't have a tool to gap them.
Don't have any feeler gauges.
Don't have any feeler gauges that I can remember. I've got like bits of material that I know the exact thickness. That'll be way too thick anyway. I was like, huh. But I don't know. They're
This should be right for start up anyway.
they're just fucking 7s.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yep. Yeah, I'd just wait until you're pretty much ready for a tune, and whoever you decide to get to tune it, pretty much talk to them about what's in it and what they recommend you should get your plugs to.
Yeah, and I'll take a spare set of plugs with me as well.
Yeah, I always do.
Righto, so I'm just going to whack these plugs and coil packs back on and then pretty much get ready to actually see if it fires.
The big moment.
Big old memento.
Better get some fucking undies on here, because I'm about to shit myself.
Righto, so ECU seems to be doing everything right, it's reading everything correctly. Everything seems to be pretty good at the moment, it's all looking pretty promising. Adam, we weren't going to put any water in it just for startup, just to see if it would start, but we sort of just decided, well, Adam's just decided that he's going to put some water in it. That way, if it does run, we can actually let it have like a proper run. And yeah, it's just another thing that, like if it's all good, it's all good. It's another thing to sort of cross off the list. Adam can sleep well at night. So decided just take a bit extra time, put some water in it, tighten up a few things that are water related. And
Just these two, literally just two AN fittings and a turbo.
oh, there you go. And then we'll chuck some water in it, see if it's leaking. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. Everything's pretty good at the moment.
Ooh.
Yeah, hard to diagnose leaks when you're being a dick.
Yeah, I know.
So I've got one water leak from this top hose. I've got all my drift spares in the back of the wagon, so I'm just going to have a look and see if I've got some of that rubber tape that I used for all my leaks, which may get us out of trouble.
This is an old hose. This is off the 7M. It just fits better than the other hose I have. So.
Ah, well, I'll have a look.
But I might just, yeah, that's leaking a fair bit. So.
Right, so out of luck on the rubber tape. Don't have any in the car. Thought I packed some in, but I wasn't that much of a hurry when I packed the car. I don't know. I have no idea. So Adam's going to put the Golby's conversion hose that he has on there instead. See if that
It was a lot
works a bit
tighter
better.
fit, so it should be grab on a bit better. But look how corroded this fucking water neck is, but
Yeah, that's what that rubber tape's really good for.
Yeah.
It amalgamates and gets in all those little holes,
Little
fixes
bits of
all that, because that's
shit.
pretty much what the problem with the RV was as well. But at least it was only one leak, not like 7.
yeah. Yeah! I only chucked this hose on last night too, or whenever it was. Okay. Swap some plugs, swap the coil packs maybe?
Maybe you don't know what's what. Eh?
No. I definitely know what's 1 and 6, but I don't know in between. So I'm assuming all it could be is those two backwards or those two backwards.
So
4
you-
and 5, sorry.
Yeah.
Got my brain off. Anything weird on there?
Nothing weird.
Shall I swap 3 and 4?
I'm sure if you want.
Because it's a lot, well before it was completely wrong. So chances of having both of these mixed up, 50-50 chance really. Try it anyway. that because the idle screw needs to be adjusted a little bit. Which I could probably do like right now. See if it starts without touching it.
Yeah.
Ready to go. I can.
Just a little bit of oil coming out of the compressor housing on the turbo. Not sure what that's going to be. We'll have to look into that a bit. Never had this problem with eBay turbos, mate.
Fuck. Yeah.
So there seems to be just a little bit of an oil leak from the front main seal. The harmonic balancer on these 1Js, for anyone that knows Js, are meant to be torqued down to what, like 240 foot-pound or something, isn't it?
Yep, 239 foot-pounds.
239 foot-pounds, which obviously is just really, really hard to torque down. At this point, just for startup, Adam just torqued this down to 100 foot-pounds, just so that it was tight enough for startup. Obviously, we don't plan on running it like that, but to actually get the full 239 foot-pounds, we need to make some brackets and fuck around and actually be able to get it that tight, use some big breaker bars.
Yeah.
So, sort of hoping at this point that maybe the balancer pushes on the cam gear and actually pushes against the seal a little bit, or pushes something against the seal that may help the front main. The other thing is it's not leaking immensely bad, so hopefully if that doesn't work, maybe some of that like wind stop leak engine oil additive might at least just shut it up enough that the motor might not need to come out at this point.
Just a little bit. I don't like using that stuff, but a little bit might help. Maybe. We'll see. That's a later problem.
No. I personally don't like taking motors in and out of cars.
I don't know, no. It can fucking leak. If it's only leaking a tiny little bit like that, it can just fucking leak. I'm not pulling it back out just to do that. Or fucking around like crazy.
So, apart from that little oil leak, it seems to just be that turbo.
Yeah.
The oil coming out of that turbo, which, I don't know, I know a lot about bush bearing turbos and how they work and how to go together and how oil pressure sort of helps push the seal out and seal them a bit better. But given that this is like an expensive, you know, ball bearing boy, I actually am not quite sure how the cores are put together and how they seal properly and what the go is there. So it could be a normal thing. Don't know.
Message Kinagawa.
Unfortunately, I am not the person that knows a lot about it, so I'm not the person that can answer. So, but car runs. Motor sounds good.
It runs pretty good. Surprisingly, I think it's a great success. 2 great successes in 1 weekend.
Yeah, well, Adam does have the restrictors that came with the turbo, so it does have oil restrictors in it. As you can see, the return is a pretty straight shot. There's no sharp bends. Doesn't look like there's anything there that should really be restricting it. It's a, what is it, an AN10?
What, the
return?
12.
12, so
Yeah.
it's big enough.
So it's a
So
70 mil internal diameter.
There shouldn't be really any back pressure, or it shouldn't be restricted at all. So yeah, not sure what the go is there. Like, I know that that's what often happens with bush bearing turbos is if your returns are not good or you don't have like the right restrictor, it'll pump too much oil, push oil out the seals, and you get a bit of oil in them. And I know all that, but yeah, like I was saying, I don't know enough about ball bearing turbos, how they go together or how they work. So. So, as I was explaining to Adam with bush bearing turbos, sometimes the cause can actually be too much crankcase pressure, can pressurize the return, and in turn pressurize the turbo and push oil out the seals the same way it would if there was a blockage. And then Adam explained to me, or we figured out that Adam still had all of the breathers on the cam covers all taped up, so the engine actually wasn't breathing at all. So this could be the issue of all of them. It may be crankcase pressure may have pushed that front seal out as well, or it's been pushing oil out the front seal, so it may just be a cause of everything, potentially. But we may be wrong, but it's worth trying, so we're just going to run it again with the engine actually breathing and see if it does the same thing. That could have been why your front seal was leaking as well.
Yeah, you can see it's starting to breathe a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure might have pushed oil out that front seal too.
Yeah.
So maybe out of trouble. Maybe you get out of jail free card.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Because I'm just a moron. For it to like hit the key, pretty much bangs start up now, like that I've got the Corvax on it.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, I can't ask for much more than that, really.
Happy boy.
Happy boy.
And
Yeah.
hopefully the fact that it's breathing sorts those two leaks out.
Yeah.
And then the only other one we've got to watch is that hose when it actually pressurizes when it gets hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But apart from that, it's pretty good. Well done, mate. Well done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Toby. Come here. He's alright.
What are you doing, good boy?
Hello. Hello. I just saw the dog going and I went,
BMW drivers, right?
What a fucking wanker.
Got the old pre-runner.
What's going on?
Hey, mate. G'day, Dem.
Oh, scream.
Looks sick on these wheels.
Hey?
Full pre-runner spec AB. Looks sick.
Yeah, a little bit different.
Hey, where'd you get that? Did you just polish them wheels?
No, I used like, what's the name of the paint?
Oh, that's not that VHD paint.
Yeah, VHD, that was it. It's like a chrome finish, like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like actually like, you know, chrome in a can, but
Looks cool.
yeah, sort of got as close as I could.
Nice. What's this junk heap you got here, mate? Certainly no R31 Skyline, I'll tell you that.
No, but it's still a 3 litre. No,
Is this a new Supra? Cool.
Yeah.
Got them red guts too.
Yeah, bro, have a look. Maybe if I lock it.
Oh yeah? Yeah, a bit different.
Yeah, all I did was change the carpet. Remember in the last video? That was the last one.
Yeah, R31 update. It's got a full red interior. It's now coupe, silver.
Yeah.
Got an N54.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, cool.
You stoked, eh?
That's it, yeah.
Fucking dog.
Fuck this.
Yeah, it was originally. I forgot to take the breathers, untape the breathers.
Is there a restrictor in it?
Yeah, it's got the.
So yeah, originally Adam had forgot to untape the breathers, so I'm pretty sure it was just making way too much crankcase pressure up the return. And I reckon that's what was blowing out the seals the first time. So I reckon what's coming out now is probably just stuff that's in there. I reckon it's probably alright from here on in.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell
Personally.
like anything.
It's just
It could be just
cool.
like, because it'll be full of assembly shit.
No, it was oil. It was dripping, like it was lots of oil.
It was. Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
So Liam, what happened to the 31?
Nothing, mate. It's just out there.
It's gone, isn't it?
Yeah, I sold it.
It's gone, isn't it? You didn't even think about your fans, did you? You just went and sold it.
Oh, I finished it. It's alright. I do have another car. I do have a Sylvia.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do have a Sylvia, I suppose.
I do. So.
Adam, oh yeah. Liam here does have an S13, for everyone that didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a pussy. Don't want to get in trouble for driving a daily, so I sold it.
It was the cleanest 31 most people had ever seen. I don't know why you thought you would get in trouble.
In the world.
Well, because I did, because I got fined.
Yeah, for not having it mod plated, which it was ended up being mod plated.
Yeah, oh well. It's all good.
Oh,
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
everybody, the 31's gone. $500 31's gone. It's been sold. It's been moved on.
Yeah, it has been. Somewhere in the northern suburbs of Brisbane.
And Alex here is trying to sell his Subi.
Mm-hmm.
Big wags.
Mm-hmm.
Death of another car.
Trying to, nah, money towards the house, I think. Yeah, trying to do the adult thing.
Growing up.
He's shaking his head.
What do you think about that, Demi?
That's the deal. That's the deal.
We're not living in a shed.
Oh no.
Oh, that's
like,
not that bad.
I've already lived in a shed. We're not living in another
Just
fucking
chuck your swag down, it's all sweet.
We have a mattress and a bachelor's.
That's right. You camping 24/7.
Oh, don't worry about the Makta cord in the
Oh,
door.
fuck.
That's cool. Just wreck all my stuff, that's fine. I'm only here to help you out.
Sorry, mate.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate it.
It is what it is, though. So watch this, mate. When I turn the car off, the turbo, it's still spinning.
Oh, my finger! Yeah, the Chinese one does that as well.
I'm sure it does.
A Cody has appeared in his new MX-83. Oh, oh, clean.
That's pretty good.
Sunroof and all.
Yeah, 3.5.
Get another one, get another one, get another one. Look at the paint on it. That's the original paint. Whoa. That's
This is all
the
original-
fucking window visor on, eh?
Yeah, the other one's broken.
Fuck, it's got a visor.
Yeah. You can hit
That's
birds
sick.
with that.
Fucking nice.
Make sure you get the Sydney Youth Squadron.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's good, eh?
So
I wonder
clean.
if that was actually
The whole car.
This is actually really comfy, eh?
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
You look good in there, Alex. You look good in there.
The roof's a little short because of sunroof.
Yeah, like with mine.
You better watch your head, mate. Oh, it's like.
Yeah, I've got my hair jammed in that one.
Roll with the top down.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, let's go.
Alright, say hello to guys.
Righto, guys. So the 1J is running after all this time. It's been a long time coming, hasn't it, Adam?
Yep.
Anyway, super stoked. Adam's happy. Everything's gone pretty well considering. So now it's just a matter of finishing it off.
Yeah, just cooler piping, exhaust, and just little bits here and there. But other than that, it's pretty much nitrous probably. Got a.
Oh, actually, I was going through his ECU. He's got anti-lag on that ECU.
Do I?
Yeah, he got staging and everything on that ECU.
Fucking oath.
Sweet, so I can do what the S14 did while you're trying to drive it.
Ah.
Fucking
Yeah.
bang.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Say goodbye to the internet.
Goodbye, internet.